Test, test.
Mic check.
Test, test.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yep. Perfect.
All right.
Yes.
So look, I guess, are we ready to get started?
Aw, you's ready.
We ready.
Well,
Okay.
yo. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Producers Lounge. And we are super excited today. We got another NC native in the building, producer extraordinaire, one of my favorite producers that we've been able to kind of really work with. Yeah, there we go. That we've been able to really work with, and that I got introduced to maybe over the last year, 2 years.
About 2 years, yep.
Met him for the first time at our show that we had at Black Olive, where Ski Beatz was headlining, and he pulled up with Kai Chop Ski and team and swoops.
And press rewind.
Press rewind. You know what I'm saying? Yes. He pulled up with the squad, and we were able to meet them for the first time. And it's such an honor to be able to have him here today. Drove all the way up. Again, I can't explain just how appreciative. Right here, I think they're right here.
Thank you. Now I know. Okay.
I can't explain how appreciative we are for people to make the trip up here to Richmond, to sit down with us, to kind of talk with us, chop it up with us, so we can learn more about them. This part of the Producer Lounge of the podcast is really more so about getting that in-depth knowledge, that in-depth behind the scenes,
the intimate conversation.
Yes. The
like putting the face
talk
with the name.
Yes.
And did we say his name?
I haven't said
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. We got Stephen Life
on the beat.
Appreciate you up in here. You know what I'm saying? Super excited to have you, brother. Thank you so much for pulling up. And I'm gonna get this out the way right now. Like, look, they pulled up so proper. He got wifey here.
These grown folks.
They pulled up proper.
Folks.
When I tell you they pulled up, let me show you something. Pulled up with gift bags.
Pass me mine
with
too,
gift
please.
bags. Where your bag at?
Oh, it's behind you.
It's behind you. Okay,
Oh.
Let me get it.
Thank you.
Gift bags with good D's. Look, y'all. I'm just trying.
Look at the
to
colors.
You don't have to share what's in it.
I'm not, but
Well, I'm gonna share. Hold on, because we're gonna support black businesses real
Right.
quick.
Yeah, definitely.
and female businesses. Shout
Yeah,
to
black
Women's Month.
women.
Absolutely.
So look, we got some body butter. And when I tell you
What's yours?
this, I got the Just Made body butter.
Groomsman.
Body melt feels amazing on the skin. My skin is extra moisturized.
Can I smell yours?
And this is Just Made.
Just Made,
Just
yeah.
Made. Just Made. Shout out to Just Made out there in Charlotte.
Local entrepreneur, absolutely.
Local entrepreneur.
That's how they be
we
doing
love
it.
that. We love that. We love that. Smells great.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
That
look,
does smell
y'all.
good.
I don't know. Whoever comes up here next for an interview, I just think,
set the standard.
Set the standard.
I mean, hello,
Love
we
it.
grown folks
We
here
grown
now.
folks. That's how you
I'm
said.
29, but really, I got the mind of a 40-year-old.
Well, I'm 25.
Okay.
So,
See?
He said, look, I'm going to embrace the 40. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to embrace
And
it.
here's mine, Just Made lavender.
Yes.
Lavender. And it
Yes.
smells like lavender.
Oh,
look at the
man.
shine. Look at the
Yes.
glisten, guys.
Shining, y'all.
I am
Shining.
shining. Thank
My
you
hands
so
and my
much.
dress was ashy
quite
too.
welcome.
And
My
can you
hands
share
are
with us
ashy.
where they could find this?
Yes, if you just go to justmade.com.
Shout out to justmade.com.
JES.
Yes.
Made.
DE. Just
There we
Made.
go. I love
Yes.
that. I love that.
Thank
y'all.
you.
Thank y'all, man. I really appreciate that. So look, I hope everybody's doing well. And I appreciate you coming all the way up. So let's go ahead and get into it. You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying? So I like to start it off just by, cause see, here's the thing. I don't want to act like I know you. I want people, even though we have been communicating back and forth, we chopped it up on the phone a couple times, met you in person. But I know there's some folks who don't know, and I want people to know. So let's just start it off by asking, who is Stephen Life?
Awesome. Well, first, thank y'all for having us today.
Absolutely.
NameBrand, Lady Kam.
Thank you.
I still want to call you Killer Cam.
Yeah.
So,
I
that's
gotta-
what they call me sometimes.
I gotta call you Lady Cam.
Yeah.
I'm a lady now.
Yes, indeed.
But the alter ego might be there sometimes.
There you go.
Anyway.
You got to switch up sometimes.
Sometimes.
But no, Stephen Life, aka Stephen Summers, obviously not the most creative name. That is my name, Stephen. I'm just an individual that loves life. Just from a rural town in North Carolina, found his way into Charlotte, managed to get into music,
Okay.
and sitting here today.
Okay.
How long, well, when did you start doing music? Like, when did you get into music?
I started doing music, started out DJing. Typical story, started out DJing. Uncle was a radio DJ.
Okay.
So he had the vinyl all around the house.
Wow.
Same story, don't touch my records, don't
Right.
touch my records. At one point, he taught me how to DJ, but I would sneak and go get into his stuff.
Right,
And I
right.
was making pause tapes, but I didn't know I was making pause
Oh,
tapes. Right?
okay.
So I didn't know that's what it was. I had cousins that lived in like Philly, DC, that whole area. And then I would go up in the summer and realize like, oh, that's what they're doing.
Right.
And so he was a radio DJ, so he taught me how to DJ around 8 years old. Shout out to my Uncle William,
Shouts
a.k.a.
out.
Shout out to Uncle Will.
Shouts to Unks.
Yep. So he taught me how to DJ and started out on vinyl and then discovered hip hop. First song I heard was Queensbridge.
Oh.
And ain't been the same since.
Right,
Queensbridge
right.
by who?
Oh, Queensbridge, Molly Mall, MC
Right.
Shaq.
Oh, okay. I come from a different generation. Queensbridge, I know was my Nas.
I got
Right,
you.
right,
Nas and them.
right,
so.
right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
No, respect to
So-
respect to the law. Respect to y'all. Really.
So I guess you made that transition from DJ to producer. And what was that transition like for you?
That happened. So I've been producing. I want to give my age away since I'm just
It's
25.
okay. You already told the Queensbridge and where the Queens.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You kind of.
I'm dating myself.
We want to do some. We want to do some math
do
right
the
now.
math. You do the math. But yeah, typical story DJing, and then you end up, DJing parties, and then you end up doing remixes, blending records together. You don't really understand that's what you're doing sometimes, but you're actually producing,
Right.
to a
Yep.
certain extent.
Yep.
And a lot of the DJs become the best producers,
Facts.
in my opinion. So it's probably around, I'd say like age 19.
Okay.
Really got into production, got to college, was doing house parties, DJing. And then you end up with people saying like, hey, that blend you did.
Right.
Or you had that acapella record, or you did this or did that. Where can I get that? And I'm realizing I'm putting new stuff together.
Wow. Yeah.
But didn't know what sampling was, so I was just taking records, finding acapellas, break
Right.
beats, and just doing it that way. Started putting out tapes. People were buying them, that kind of thing. And next thing you know, it's like you end up in a studio somewhere with somebody, or there's always somebody trying to like get on, like do a record, do
Right.
a demo.
Right.
And so ended up in a studio helping someone with a demo, and then realized like, oh, this is the behind the scenes. And I enjoy the behind the scenes more than being out front.
No.
Preach.
I do too, honestly. Because
Preach.
the way you talking, I just started DJing last year.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Oh,
So I've
okay.
known music a long time.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah, yeah.
into music for a long time, but
Long
DJing
time.
last year.
Okay.
And
Did not
so-
realize that. You're pretty good, Cam.
Am I?
Yo,
Yeah,
that last
pretty good.
Cam
Okay.
Yeah,
thing-
that last set. Yeah.
Okay, I do my best. But so when you just said it takes about 9 years, it took about 9 years for you to get into production or realizing that you
Really,
were
yeah,
a
absolutely.
producer. Okay.
So where did you go to school at? Because you said in college.
So UNC Charlotte.
Okay, UNC
Yeah,
Charlotte.
Shout out
okay.
to the Niners. Niner
Okay, there we
Nation.
go, there we go.
Yep.
My little cousin
704,
went there.
got to represent the 704.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I'm with that. There we go. And we the 804. You
There
know,
you go.
704, 804.
Oh, yeah.
We out,
Oh,
you know what I'm
wow.
saying? We out here.
Oh.
Just add 100 to that. You know what I mean? So I guess so. You're prior to that, you again DJ. You go from DJing over to being in the studio and realizing, oh, this is the behind the scenes aspect of it all. This is the behind the scenes, and you fell in love with that particular
Absolutely.
piece.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had the opportunity to be blessed to have so many good people in my life. One of my mentors' name is Addison Tao. Another guy named EJ. They had a little studio behind Johnson C. Smith.
Okay.
You see you down there. And so it was a little studio in a little incubator building. And I would go in, they would show me how to engineer, and this is back in the days of analog. I was
gonna ask you.
Yeah, so it's 2-inch reel.
Right.
And you doing mutes manually and all that stuff. So they really was teaching me the way around the studio. And then I'll make a long story short. again, you got so many artists coming through the studio trying to record their demos. You're like hearing their original production. They leave the studio. Well, they leave the reel in there.
Right.
I'm going in remixing stuff.
Wow.
Right. And just see if they discover it when they come back in for the next session.
Right.
And so, again, just started out remixing and then ended up in a group, ended up managing a group, but just realizing that being in the studio around the equipment and just engineering and producing, that's just where my passion is.
You know, and that's an interesting way into it, because I think, you know, a lot of people, you know, they come across the program or the software, or, you know, they have the MPC or something like that. Somehow it kind of falls to their lap, and then they fall in love with the production side. But you were DJ, go into it, and then you kind of get introduced to, because you're in the studio. A lot of people don't even get to make it into the studio.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, that's a privilege, almost a privileged entrance into like,
or that have never been in the studio.
Never been,
right.
Very different experience. I've embraced the home studio.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I love
yeah.
the convenience of it, but there's nothing like actually going to the studio.
Right.
So I like to do a lot of pre-production at home, but there's just nothing like actually being in the studio with an artist, with an engineer,
Right.
and just seeing that whole process come together. I love the process.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Oh man, the process is everything. Like, I think that's really, if you can't really fall in love with the process of like making music, music production, you know, it's like that journey, it might just be difficult all in all to even fall in love or to continue forward with making music if you don't love the process, because the process is really the 10,000 hours, right? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, so, like, tell me about, I guess, oh, no, go ahead. You
Go ahead. You're on the roll.
No, I was just about to ask, just like, what would you say your 10,000 hours was comprised of? Like,
That's an excellent question.
That's a great question. I never thought of it. I do think about the 10,000 hours, and I put it in the context of now trying to learn new equipment and a new way of producing. But if I were to go back, that 10,000 hours, it really does start at age 19 when you're trying to find an engineer, you're trying to find a drummer. You know, like, we had equipment in the studio, but we had an MPC, didn't know how to work it.
Right.
I'm around artists and musicians, so they weren't embracing, you know, the technology. So you had to go find a guitar player, find a bass player, find a drummer, bring him in, setting up the session, getting things mic'd right, so you can get the sound right. And you might spend 4 hours just recording one guitar line.
Right.
I remember one studio session, there was a flautist guy that played a flute, right? And it took 2 or 3 hours just to get the take that we were looking for. So all of that, I think, adds up to the 10,000
It
hours.
definitely does.
Yeah, so it's a lot of information you pick up along the way. And I'm still going through the 10,000 hours. I mean, it's a lot of these younger cats out here that I'm learning from.
Right.
These cats don't know shit about the alleys.
And so I'm just embracing like the technology, getting the 10,000 hours in on that. Like, I've got one shout out to one of my mentors, Keith Knox.
Oh yeah, shout out to Keith Knox.
Shout out to Keith Knox. And so I'm still going through my 10,000 hours with him, showing me some things here and there, how to get my mix right, how to get my sound right, and learning to embrace the tech. I love the hardware, but learning to embrace Logic.
The DAW.
There you go.
That's what I don't like. That's what I don't
dog
like.
guy over here. Like, you know, and it's funny because I kind of want to ask a question around that, because with how technology is advancing rapidly in this particular day and age, how do you feel about AI now entering the space? Because like you said before, it's like, you know, a flautist or a drummer, or you got to get a bassist to come in and play.
Before you answer that.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Before you answer that, I want to know, how did you scout these musicians? Like,
Great
did you go
question.
see bands?
Yep.
Like, how did you scout them?
Great question. Churches. The best musicians
are in church.
are all in churches. So, and some of the names you know that are out there today, some of the names that you don't know, but some of the best musicians, bass players, guitarists, keyboard players, drummers, they were all in the church.
Right.
And in Charlotte, in that area, I mean, everybody's heard of Jodeci and the Great Boys. So it was just one of those things where you going church to church on Sundays.
Wow.
And we in church all day on Sunday.
Wow. Right.
So you knew the best singers, you knew the best musicians, And church get out. Hey, let's go to the
What's
studio.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you knew who to call.
Wow.
You knew who
Right.
to call. Yep. So it was just
Right.
a community. I think
Right.
it's just like it is today. How you know who does what in your particular community.
Right.
So it was just through community. So great question.
I think that is a great question, especially for the young world. And this is going to segue into your question. Is sometimes like, I know that we're in a microwave society right now where you want things done quickly and but sometimes I think all the time, actually, it's good to know. Like, I read books. I like books. I like, hard facts.
Yeah.
So it's good to know that they can refer to, like, what if AI goes down? What if the internet shuts down? How are you going to continue
How
to
you
make
gonna get it
music?
done?
So you need to know analog time, okay, as well as digital time. Now, how do you feel about the
About
AI?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm typically a late adopter
Okay.
when it comes to stuff. So whether it's an iPhone, I'll be like 2-3 versions behind.
Right.
She gives me a hard time about that. You need to upgrade your phone. I'm like, I'm good. I ain't doing nothing but calling
It
you
worked.
on
It
So-
called. You know what I'm saying? It worked. I could text.
Yeah, man.
I get my emails.
There
You know what I'm
you
saying?
But I'm learning to embrace it more. AI is a tool.
Yeah.
I see it as a tool. It's not a replacement tool. I think the key is learning how to collaborate
Yeah.
with AI. Whether that's music, whether that's in business, or it doesn't matter what it is. Depending on what you do for a living, AI is there. Like,
Yeah.
Whether it's helping you draft or craft well, we've been using AI. It's called spell check.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People
Facts.
don't, people
True,
don't
They don't look
realize
at. They don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's all around you, so it's getting more advanced. But again, AI can't feel.
Right.
People think AI can think, but it does not think.
Right.
Right? It does not critically think. It takes the information that you feed it, and it makes a series of decisions based on how you teach
Yes.
the algorithm to learn. Right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
in some instances, it's only going to be as smart as you are.
Right.
But I think it's a good tool. I don't think it should replace
Right.
the human feel, and that's just my opinion on it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't use it, but I'm not against people who are using it. I'm not using it to make beats. I'll put it that way. But I do have some plugins here or there that will help me with my mixing. And
Right.
With my,
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm still sending it out
Right.
to an actual human to engineer it because I want that human touch on it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess I'm a lover of just tech. So
Yeah.
I'm probably the opposite. I'm like the early adopter. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's there. Let me get it. And I guess I've always looked at technology as like the the gatekeeper killer. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like the gatekeeper killer, right?
Facts. That's true.
It's always been used and leveraged in a way to make things more accessible, right? You know, like even when it came to like the DAW, right, coming out, when it first dropped, people were like, "You're not a real producer unless you're making
Yeah.
beats on the MPC or ASR 10 or
I
something
don't agree
like
with that, by the way.
right?
So-
But for little Brandon that 13 years old, I'm like, shoot, I don't got no money to buy MPC. But see, again, that's
But
a
you
gate.
had a computer.
Yeah.
though.
Absolutely.
But I had a computer in the household.
Yeah, that
but
was
see,
expensive.
that's like the gate, that would keep people from being able to access or learn more or experience, music production was the gate of the expense of the cost to make beats.
That's the barrier to
Right.
entry. Yeah.
The barrier of entry. So then you have like technology like Logic, and then it was Fruity Loops, and then once
I couldn't stand Fruity Loops back
couldn't
in the day.
stand it either.
Sorry, I didn't like it.
but
Shout out to the FL users.
yeah, by that time,
but
I-
they're different now, right?
I tried it. Yeah, it's FL. They don't call it Fruity Loops. They
Oh.
might even look at you sideways if you call it Fruity Loops.
Boys.
But nah, seriously, it was like, until Ninth Wonder, worked with Hove on the
Fruity
Black
Loops.
album.
Sorry, okay, hold on. I'm having a moment to myself.
Yeah, have a moment. Have your moment.
Now that's a
But
pause-worthy moment, though.
the whole name is a
What were you
pause.
thinking?
That's why they changed the name.
That's why they call it FL. That's why they don't want to call it Fruity Loops. But it was like until Ninth Wonder came through and did the Black album for Jay, and he produced all that music on FL. Then it opened up and said, "Oh, it is okay. You
Yeah.
can be a legitimate producer if you only work within the DAW." You know what I'm saying? So it's like that mindset for me has always been something to where I look at technology as like I said, the gatekeeper killer.
Yeah.
It's like it breaks down. So you know, when you with AI, so to speak, you know, I look at it and I'm saying like, you know, as you were saying, you would have to go to church on Sunday, find you this person, make sure that they have time to come to the joint. And now you have AI out here that can, I guess, cut that barrier or keep you from having to make those relationships, which is good and bad, right?
You know, that is so interesting that you guys have completely two different takes on it. And I'm like right smack in the middle. And even though you and I are in the same generation, that's why I told you, you know, really, I think I might be close. I did not like the internet because I just did not like the internet. It didn't matter.
The devil. That's what
when
my
I was
grandma
trying
said.
to, I tried to type in what it is I wanted. This is when we had AOL dial up, and I'm like, how do you work this? You know, what is this? And I'm writing papers. I'm like, okay. I would get so frustrated because I didn't know what to tell it in order to get the results that I wanted.
Yeah.
So I was really, really late when it came. There must have been a cutoff in 85 somewhere. There is a
between
line.
April and May, like
She's
born in April, I'm born in May.
Like literally.
That was a hard cut.
That was a real hard cut because I came in so late with technology in general. But you know how excited I was when I learned how to work GarageBand.
Remember GarageBand?
And I knew how to record myself, and I'm like, I could turn a YouTube video into an MP3 and then put it on make a file and then record and then this.
So you embracing it?
Yeah, well, I'm still. I've been doing that for a few years now. But I've mastered that. But I couldn't imagine looking at a computer screen or even this. And just like, it's so intimidating.
Yeah.
So how do you get over that? And how did you guys get over that intimidation? You was about it. You was ready.
Well,
you
look,
came out ready.
I'm still intimidated by, you know, like an MPC Live or I've worked, now mind you, I've worked with them all. Like, so I worked with MPC, I worked with ASR 10, I worked with the Triton. I worked with
not the Triton.
Yeah, you know, when it was big back in the early 2000s. Yeah, I worked with all of them. But nothing left me feeling like how I feel with a DAW. And pretty much when I would use all of those tools, I would be running it directly into the DAW. I never used it as like the standalone tool that it is, you know. So I will always just run everything into the DAW, use it for its sound, and then just, you know, process it all within the DAW. So I've always been in the DAW, and that's been like my home. But I know people who will work the MPC and who can work the SP, you know, in ways that I've never seen before. And it's intimidating to me. Like, I like to see the wave files.
Yeah,
like I like to see
the
waves. I like to see what I'm working on. When I click in it and I want to slice it right here, I want to make sure I'm on, you know, the grid
and
all the
precise.
time. Yeah, precise. I like precision.
It's precision.
Yeah.
How did you get over this? Because, you know,
I mean,
you 25.
Exactly.
So how'd you get?
I'm a hybrid setup. So my drum programming, it comes out of the MPC because I just can't get that feel. I'm not a finger drummer, by the way, but there's just something about touching the pads, right? Yeah.
Can't be on it.
Sorry.
My bad.
My bad.
Did I take you? I'm 25.
No, just okay.
And so I'm going from here and then doing everything else in Reason.
Right.
So I've got a hybrid
Oh,
workflow.
Reason. Okay,
yeah, so
okay,
I got
okay.
But to that point, Reason is intimidating. It has so
It's
many.
a lot to it, right?
Yeah, so many instruments, so many synths, basses. It's a lot to it. I may be using 1% of what it can really do.
Right,
And I'm still learning. It'll just do so much. But if you ever open it up and like flip the rack around and you see the cables. And all that stuff, But that's what I like about it. It gives me that analog visual.
Feel.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly. So I'll use it that way. So that's kind of my compromise, if you will. But I tend to do all the mixing and everything inside of a DAW. It's just more convenient.
Yeah.
But there's just something about like just doing the drums on hardware.
Right.
So sometimes I'll make the beat solely in here, but I still got to get it over to the computer and the DAW at some point.
Right.
If you don't embrace it and get on board, you're going to be forced to at some point, or you get left behind. I didn't want to get left behind, so I had to start figuring it out.
And that's why that right there is exactly what I feel about AI. That sums it up.
Yeah,
you got to embrace it, or else you're going to get, because it's not going anywhere. You know. That's the thing about it. It's not going.
So I got a question.
Yes.
Do you utilize AI sometimes?
Not in music.
Okay.
I use AI in my job.
Okay.
For sure.
But I know exactly.
I do that. I done wrote some business plans and grants, and I was all types of farmers and everything.
Absolutely.
You know, I had the cape on with the AI.
Yeah.
So this question is for you then.
Okay.
What specifically do you tell Sora or an AI, music machine, if you're looking for a specific drum? Like, how do you describe that? How do you describe music in words?
Let me explain, because I've used it, right? Because I'm a try everything out. So for me, I keep my same regular process, right? I am going to make a beat. I'm going to find my sample. I'm going to chop said sample. I'm going to find my drums. If it's a break beat, I'm gonna chop those break beats, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play my bass. I'm gonna create the whole beat, right? And then at that particular point, it's like, okay, I put my quote unquote cyber Quincy Jones hat on. Now I'm like, okay, what can I add to this to make this beat better? So it might be like, okay, well, boom, I want to add some strings to this, but I want like a quartet, so I want the whole feel, I want the whole sound. So I'll go into Suno, or let's say there's another program out there that you can do something similar to, but Suno has Suno Studio.
Oh, my bad.
And you could drop it. Sora's the video thing.
Yeah, it is.
But Suno, you could drop the beat in there, right? Like the 8-bar loop, and I'll, whatever, and then you'll prompt it. So you'll say, hey, I want some string quartet that it has a grungy, dirty feel to it, spooky, whatever. Use your words, whatever.
Use your adjectives.
Right. and then you click OK,
and then it generates it.
It'll generate it, and it'll generate you a couple options, not meaning that those options are going to be what you go with, right? So then it's like, all right, well, no, that was a little too spooky for me. I didn't like that. So let me delete spooky, and let me add in regal or something. I don't know, some type of feel. And then you click it again, and it's, a bunch of trial and error.
And see, and I don't got time for that. I don't have time for that. That is too much.
He loves the process.
But
I know, but
here's the alternative.
I'm already thinking.
The alternative would be, right, either you don't add that element at all to the beat, or you have to find a string quartet, and you have to engage them. You have to say, hey, are you interested in playing this on my... Now you got to sit there and come up with the idea. Hey, can you play?
Or I could just say to ChatGPT, if I were you, I would just take that same drop, put it in there, and say, what's a string quartet that best matches this sonically?
Well, see, ChatGPT ain't got there yet, but...
See?
I think,
and that's what he said. It only knows what we program it to do. It doesn't have an opinion.
I don't know that yet. It's that algorithm. It's that, it's two different things. But I have used it. You could use it to be like, say if you're like, hey, I want to, you can go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, can you create a prompt for me that I can use in Suno?
You can use the AI to create the prompt.
To create a prompt that has the sound that you might be looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because, so you got to use your tools.
So
right?
I'd be like this. I'd be like this.
It's funny because to me, I'm like,
it's too much.
That to me, that's easy.
Well,
that's easy breezy.
That's why there's a strict, fine cutoff line from April to May.
Yeah.
In 85, where I just didn't get that. I'm stuck in.
I wish I
I'm
knew.
stuck in.
all kinds.
Yeah.
I guess I wish I knew.
I grew up
or
in the
had
40s,
access.
50s, 60s. I was really, I've been here before, back in them days.
I wish I had access to a bunch of instrumentalists that knew how to play, because otherwise I would have to learn all these instruments, and that's a whole nother 10,000 hours.
Another 10,000.
And that's a great question.
Yeah.
Do you play any instruments outside of?
Not trained on any, just a little bit of keyboard by ear. That's it. I just play by ear. But I also just want to say, your voice is always an instrument.
Yes.
That's a fact.
So as far as playing an instrument, sometimes you're playing your voice. And
Right.
sometimes, But as far as like an actual manual instrument, no, just play by ear. A little bit of keys by ear. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that to me, I always tell people, I'm like, sometimes not being like a musical genius, like you could play everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that provides a level of freedom. Because I do believe to some degree ignorance is bliss.
Yes, you can say,
Yeah.
nah, homie, I don't play that.
Nah, it's really more so like
I just curate.
I think when you
That's me. That's where I stand.
I'm gonna use that one.
I think when
Homie,
you
don't play
are
that.
like making music, right, and like say if you have like the music background, it's like you might not pair this chord with that chord because technically they don't work.
They don't work together. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But if you don't know and it just feels good to you,
Yeah, I
you're
agree.
gonna do it, right? Just because it's there. But I feel like it almost kind of puts I asked Obliv this, and he was like, I think it's room for both, right?
Yeah,
it's room
absolutely.
to understand both. And I agree with that too. I think generally that's probably where I sit with it.
It's
like,
as long as you don't let the rules box you in. Like,
Box you in, yeah.
My son, he reads music.
Okay.
Plays piano.
Wonderful.
But what's interesting, he gonna get me for telling this, but what's interesting is that, to your point, that does kind of lock you in because he knows the right chords. He knows where the scale is.
Right.
He knows how to play it properly, and I don't.
Right.
So sometimes I'm working on a beat, and he'll come around the corner, like, what is he doing? Like,
Right.
hey, that's the wrong
Right.
note.
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
but it feels
It
good.
feels good.
But he's like, but that's the wrong note.
All right.
So sometimes I'll have him play
right,
the correct chord.
Right.
I still go back and change it because it just feels better.
Right.
Oh,
with
but
the
isn't
wrong note in it.
that awesome that you have that tool?
Yeah, but
that human resource
that
at
tool is
home?
not readily available like I want it to be.
Like how you think it should be. Like yo, I gave you my son.
I'm hoping he gets bit by the bug. but
Play. I need you to play these chords, son.
Sit down here now.
Yeah, sit down, and play these chords for me.
But once he picks up, but I think it's the best of both worlds because people who do have that skill, who are trained, it's better to break rules when you know them.
Right.
That's how I look at it, right?
Yeah,
So they know the rules, so they know the rules to break.
Right.
So, I mean, I wish I could read, play,
Right.
that kind of stuff.
All that, right.
Thought about doing it. I don't want another 10,000 hours. on
Yeah,
that
that's
one,
what
so.
I'm saying. It'd be like
We already talked about 30,000
yeah,
already.
you up to 30,000, 40,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, when are we gonna make music? You know what I mean?
right? I know.
So with that said, like who are some of your musical influences? You brought up Keith Knox.
Yeah.
And Marley Marl.
And Marley Marl.
Oh,
and-
absolutely,
And you brought up, certain folks. Who would you say are some of your musical influences?
Influences? Man, like you got the greats, right? So I put them in their own category. You got the Quincy's and all the legends.
Yeah.
Favorite producers, it got to be Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Got to be L.A. Babyface. Just that whole era. So I put them in their own category.
Right.
Pete Rock, as far as like hip hop.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
Pete Rock is the producer who made me want to like actually make beats.
Right,
It was
right.
Pete Rock. Then when I heard Q-Tip and Uma and
Yeah,
Dilla,
yeah.
they made me want to stop because I'm just like they on another level. I'm
Right,
like, I don't know
right.
if I ever get to that level.
Right.
So I put them in that category as the greats for me, the ones that I just really love in terms of hip hop.
Right.
Yeah, but obviously Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
I mean, Virginia, y'all got so many producers.
We do,
could just
we
run
do.
the whole gamut with the names. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Don Cornelius.
Yeah, we got them.
But I think my favorite producer who does not get enough credit,
Okay.
North Carolina boy,
Ninth Wonder?
Devante. Well, Ninth Wonder too.
Oh, from Jodeci?
But Devante Swing.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you go back and listen to what he was actually doing on those records, the chords that he was playing.
Yeah.
And then actually being in Charlotte and like seeing them around and seeing them in different churches and like
Right.
But then like actually understand what they were doing in the studio, like the way he would play chords. And if you ever saw his hands, his fingers were so long, so he could play chords that nobody else could play.
Wow.
Yeah, so like if you just go back and listen to the old
That
Jodeci
is
stuff
amazing.
and really listen to what he's doing and
that's
how
my-
he's producing those vocals, man, like he's like my favorite producer.
That is
crazy.
beautiful.
Nah, that's solid. That's a solid favorite producer.
So what genre of music do you prefer? Like, do you listen to? Like, just, you and the family and wife. It's a Sunday afternoon, Saturday morning.
So around the house, we still got the vinyl. So if she's playing records, it's Frankie Beverly and May.
You play
Okay.
Hey.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
She's gonna go to the Frankie Beverly Mays, Earth, Wind and Fire, Prince.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
she's gonna play. I'm pulling out the old Kool in the Gang.
Okay,
Like pre-JT.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the early albums. Your Ohio Players.
Yeah, okay.
Your Luther Vandross. I'm playing soul.
Right,
That's basically
right,
what I'm
right,
playing.
right.
If I'm playing vinyl, if I'm listening to hip hop, I'm actually just listening to, what I grew up on.
Right.
I still play Megan the Soul Brother to this day.
Okay,
on
okay.
repeat. I just can't get away from it. All the stuff in the 80s and the 90s, and I'm learning more about the hip hop that's out there now through my daughter who's 23.
Okay.
So I'm shout out to Bethany. So I'm embracing the new generation. But yeah, I'm listening to old soul. That and jazz. Yeah,
See, that's me too, man. It's like I can't really. I guess there's something about making hip hop that makes me feel like when I'm on my own or if I'm cleaning the house, that's like the last thing I want to listen to.
Yeah.
It's like I need that palate cleanser almost, like because I know I'm gonna go and make hip hop or make some R&B, and I think just being able to kind of separate from that, and then return to it, it's helpful, right? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It lets you decompress. But what I love about that is that's when you hear some crazy
The
samples.
craziest samples.
And you weren't even looking for it.
Right.
Right.
So I'll
be trying to tell people.
Yeah. You hear like the craziest stuff and it's like, ooh. And then it's like, I want to stop and go make the beat, but I'm like, I got to make a note. Let me go back and get that.
That's what I do.
can stay in the flow. But yeah, you get some of the craziest stuff that you just didn't hear if you were intentionally trying to listen to the record to find something versus if you just find it organically.
I sit there like, so I'll play on YouTube. YouTube has like some really good playlists on there. And since I always, when I get my samples, because I don't have the time to go down to Plan 9 or to the record store and dig for records. So I'll just play like a really vinyl archaeology. Type it in. Use it. I always tell people. Vinyl archaeology on YouTube. They have like just a ton of playlists from the most obscure. Like they might have a Japanese jazz playlist. They might have a just old soul. Gospel music. They, just different playlists. And I'll just click play while I'm cleaning up, doing whatever, maybe working. And then I'll hear something. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Boom. Let me slide over to my computer real quick.
That.
Let me get that. Boom, boom, boom. Get right back to work. Download it. Boom. Okay, boom. Back to work. And then by the time I done gone through that whole playlist, I might have like 6 or 7 new samples, you know what I'm saying, that I'm ready to work on after work. So, I definitely understand like just having that ability to listen to some other stuff, just some vibes, and then catching that sample because most people don't listen to the whole record now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna listen to the whole. Again, I grew up with vinyl. Like you listen to the record, right? Because
you can't fast forward.
Yeah, and listen to it was an experience. It was like I can't wait to get home and go put this on and let it play from end to end.
Right.
And, obviously CDs came along and all that stuff. So it changes the experience, but for me, vinyl is still an experience. Right.
Facts.
So I still love it.
Facts.
Love it.
So let me find out, you and wifey being there selecting and you the DJ.
Come down, selector.
Hey.
Love it. So with that, like, so how would you describe your sound if you had to describe your sound?
Oh wow, I've never been asked that question.
Okay, how would you? That's the boom. That's why we asking it.
Here comes the boom.
I feel like I don't have an answer for it, right?
Okay.
But if I had to describe it, just based on my influences.
Or your feeling. So your influences, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to describe it, it's obviously Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, that whole R&B thing. It's like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis had little cousins named Pete Rock and Premier, and they were all in the same family. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's heavy on the R&B side.
Yeah,
because I'm an R&B head. I love boom-bap. It's not really hip hop and R&B per se, as people would describe it, but it's you can sing over what I do.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's definitely not battle beat production.
Yeah.
That's not what I do.
Yeah.
Shout out to the battle
Shout out
producers.
to the-
They killing it.
Shout out to the community.
But yeah, it's more of an R&B style, and I like to just make records.
Right.
And in my head, I'm always hearing what artist could
To
be
work.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who could I hear singing on it? Who could I get this to?
Right.
So who are some of the artists that you could hear on your music?
Oh man, the one artist that I would love to work with is Rhapsody. Like I think a lot of what I do, I think she would sound good on it. I like to take some of her acapellas and throw it in there. Love to work with Rhapsody. There's a local, one of my good friends. Y'all got to look him up. His name is Jeremiah Blygen.
Okay.
Jeremiah
you guys are,
Blygen.
You got to look him up. Want to work with him. We've been knowing each other for years. He's so dope, but my sound doesn't fit his style.
Okay.
Right. But we're like close. It's like it just hasn't happened yet. Want to work with him, and anybody who's out there is like just looking to make some good positive music.
Right.
If y'all out there, I'm looking for you.
Steven Life.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
It's out here.
Give them that drop now.
Find me on IG, Steven Stephen, not Stefan.
Yes.
Steven.
Like,
Yes.
and not Stephen.
Yeah.
Steph Curry messed it up for everybody.
For everybody.
PHEN Life Music.
Right.
At
Steven
IG.
Life Music.
So how would you describe, because everybody has like a process, right, when they are making beats. Like, you know, for me, I start with the sample first, and then I kind of work my way out from there. What's your process like?
I'll start with the sample.
Okay.
I start with the sample, and I've got a couple good friends. They start with the beat, right, or they start with the break. I tried that, and like I would have people who were like, "No, you start with your drums first." Man, trashiest beats I ever made. But like coming from R&B in that world, and like you growing up in church, the church that I grew up in, it actually didn't have musicians, right? So you were always making the music with, and it's the most beautiful sound that I ever heard, right? So I'm always drawn to the melody,
Right.
So, yeah, I always drawn, and like, and I would say the beat itself is my weakest point. It's not my strength. So I have to program the drums. Like I said, I can't really finger drum, right? Like you draw the MIDI note, you know. But I'll start with the sample, and most people tend to go to the melody. What I took from Knife Wonder is to work around the vocal, right? And when I listened to his production, it was more like, I was always trying to sample a part in the record that was open. Then I'm listening to his production. He still got the vocal in there. So I'm like, and I love to hear the vocal. So I'll go after that a lot of times first to figure out how I can use the vocal sample, you know, within the production itself.
Yeah.
So you hear a lot of vocal samples in mine that are actually from the record.
Right.
I leave them in there, and now with AI stem separation, you can kind of move them and put them
I
wherever
like
you
that
want.
stem
So,
separation.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There
I
we
do.
go, y'all.
That's another algorithm.
It is. It is.
That's a beautiful one. Love it.
I'm wondering, okay, so naturally, I mean, I've been hearing a lot. Usually producers start off as DJs and then they go into production. Does it ever work backwards? Because this guy had a, you know, I mean, do you ever consider
No.
DJing?
Nah, man.
He said, nah.
No, I really don't. I mean, although I feel like I could, but
He's like, yeah,
I
production
think,
is where you want to end up at anyway.
for
so.
real. I just think it's
That's where
one
you
of
gotta
those.
end up eventually.
Right.
Cam, so.
I think when I do a beat tape, that's like the closest I get to DJing,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
curating a
Yeah.
sound, a feel, a vibe over the course of, an hour or so, right? So that's the closest I really care to. I respect it so much that, I would want to like go through like the legit 10,000, like start out with some vinyl, go through the vinyl, work my way up to, using Serato, you know what I mean? So therefore I could really understand it. And that's just how, like when Easy Mo B came and did his set, right? That to me was like, bro, you don't want to, you're not a DJ.
Yeah.
And that's not really something that you really want to do. But when you're watching him do it and he's going in, he's like,
he's pulling, he's
boom,
selecting.
boom.
He's
That
selecting.
is
Already got the
amazing.
joint. You can see the marker on the joint to where he got it, so you know what record he about to play, and he getting it over.
That's amazing.
And that's when you see it's a pure art. And shout out to my guy DJ Static. He was did a show, and this is a shirt. Shout out to DJ Static.
Shout out to DJ Static.
I had the opportunity because he came down here for Immortal Technique. He's an Immortal Techniques DJ. And I got an opportunity to see him DJ, and it's like, see, that's DJing. Like, that's DJing. And it's like, I don't know if I don't got the bandwidth.
Invite me.
I don't got the bandwidth. Yo, you know what? I got, you right, I should have. But I got that invite last minute. I didn't even know he was coming down. So I was just like, yo, let me skirt over here. And honestly, I wasn't even feeling that good that night. But I made it out there. Shout out to DJ Static. He killed it. But yeah, I think I just respect the craft too much.
Yeah, it's different. Like when you see DJs that are really good at DJing. Shout out to DJ B-Man, No DJ. Shout out to him.
Okay.
Like he does a lot of the edits that you see on
Okay.
Instagram.
Oh yeah.
But if you ever get a chance to like actually see him DJ, like what they do to me is it's ridiculous. As a matter of fact, Sunday there is a female DJ beat battle competition.
Really?
In Charlotte, all female.
Oh wow,
And
that is so dope.
just to see what they do, male or female, I'm like, nah. So to go backwards, I don't know, Cam. I don't know.
But you started from.
I started, but I don't know if
Now we'd be going
I've
backwards.
never met a producer that actually went from producing into DJing.
Yeah.
The only one I can think of, he's probably already DJing, would be like Questlove, because he was producing right, but now you're seeing like DJing. Like
I
that's
wonder
the only
how-
one that comes to mind.
I wonder how that process was from. Was he DJing first and then got into the drums, or
Maybe
DJing
one
all
day
at the
we'll
same
ask
time?
him,
Yeah, we had
Questlove.
to ask
Yeah,
him one day.
that's gonna happen one
Yeah,
day.
that's gonna happen. Ask him, because I've actually been seeing a lot of him DJing lately, and it's like dope. I can appreciate, somebody who takes it seriously, like, and really becomes good to where they are doing parties. That's why I was proud of Kam, like, because like I said, she hadn't really been doing it for that long. And I think, because she was still in St. Kitts when she started. And then next thing you know, like, she was posting doing a party, and I was like, yo, that took a lot of courage right there.
I know,
'Cause it's
right?
like, with producing, it's like, yo, you gonna make your duds behind closed
Yeah, you
doors.
don't let nobody
what I'm
hear that.
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for you to be like, all right, boom, I'm DJing and I'm about to DJ this party tomorrow.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that takes a lot of courage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with it. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
But look, he prepared, because he was like, yeah, we're going to be on Cam's picks.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to get up here and show your skills. And
Yep.
That's a
I was
dope
like,
segment,
yo,
by the way. Dope
Thank
segment,
you.
by the way.
I like it. I think that was a really
love
great
it.
idea.
Love
And
it.
he's the one that prepared me and got me out of that, or comfortable with being outside of, being a bedroom DJ and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Come on
Yeah.
outside, Cam. Come on.
Yeah, come on outside. Come
catch
on
me outside all summer 2026.
So what is, and I believe everybody has a why, for why they do what they do. What is your why for music production?
That's a great question.
We got them. We got a great question.
Yeah, my why has changed over the years.
and that's
Yeah,
That's evolution.
Yeah, my why My why started out as, "Ooh, I want to be famous."
Yeah.
That was my wrong why, right? That didn't work out. It didn't work out.
It's a good enough why to really get the fire started. Yeah.
Then you like once you're doing it, and you see how it impacts people, right? Because whether you're DJing or whether you're producing, like you go through so much stuff, and you don't know if it's good or not.
Yeah.
And then you play it for people in your circle, right? And they may tell you it's hot, even if it's not, right? But then when someone that you don't know, like, hears your stuff, and like you see the real time reaction, it is like the dopamine hit.
Ooh,
like,
for
it's
sure.
like, oh, what? And it's
For
like
sure.
you get the energy and the vibe from people back and forth. And so, but then like, why are you doing it? Are you doing it just for that feeling? So my why really today is, if you look at, and again, I love all hip hop music. But if you look at the scene the way it is today, I'm not saying AI is the reason for it, but a lot of things do sound the same. So, my why is to keep diversity, to keep creativity, to keep something fresh, that's out there. My why is because there's some artist or there's some person who just likes to hear this style of music, and it's just gonna uplift them that day, make them feel good that day, put them in because you know how you feel when you put certain songs on. It'll put you in a certain mood, right? And that's my why. That's why I call it Steven Life music.
Yeah.
Right. I was going something, but thank you for some of that.
Segue.
No, but that's what I was going to say. Well, you're giving life and putting life and preserving the life and the soul in the music, because, like you said, everything's starting to sound the same now. But that is a beautiful why.
That's my why.
I can see where you were going.
Why. And I love the evolution of the why, right? Because I think a lot of people kind of have that same evolution. Some people get stuck at a why, and not really understanding or embracing the art of the pivot, right? Like, because sometimes you got to pivot. Your why, like I think at one point in time, you had that idea, I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be famous. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be that producer. And then you have to be like, okay, time goes by, or, just things change, and your why has to evolve. Like, I think for me, it was just like, I wanted to do, produce this particular artist and, win a Grammy. And then you'd be like, okay, well, boom, well, that might not be, the real goal. You know what I'm saying? It's like my why has evolved to like, okay, boom, well, shoot, why do I do it? Because I do the Producers Lounge. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I love, seeing people pull up to the Producers Lounge and be fulfilled through it. And it's like, yo, okay, well, boom, like I'm that same 13-year-old kid who has now created a platform for producers. It's like, awesome. I feel like, I have more of a reason to make music, because
big purpose.
It's like this is purpose. It gives you purpose, gives you more of a reason to do and move forward. So the why evolves, and then just like the feeling that you get, like, of course, like you were saying, like, you get that satisfaction of watching somebody experience your music for the first time. Like, that is a dope. It's like we don't want to live our lives off external validation, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why that why kind of has to change a little bit. It's like, of course I want you to do it, but that's not the why I do it. I enjoy it when it happens.
That's the result.
That's the result, right?
I actually relate to the both of you. My why started off with, I gotta like touch the masses somehow, and it evolved to, I just like having a good time and like bringing and creating an experience that'll make you smile, and like I like being bubbly and making jokes, and this personality, but also letting you feel the vibe. Like the vibe is cool. You know what I mean? So I do it for the feeling, and it's not. It feels good to me. It does feel good to me, but watching others benefit from how I feel. That is why I do it too.
That exchange of positive energy.
And that's life. That is like life, being the life of the party, being the life of the music, preserving life, like
Indeed.
Stephen Life on the beat.
On the beat. So,
I got a question. For y'all.
yeah. What's up?
Both of y'all. So, because I want to know, other people may want to know. Producers Lounge. So you said you were 13. When did you get the idea for Producers Lounge, and then how did this connection?
Okay, so 2020, right? Oh, yeah, pandemic.
Okay.
So there was this platform called R&B Rapid League, and they had a segment at the end of it, which was called. It was just like a producer where producers pull
Like a
up.
cipher.
Right. So going into that, they wanted to kind of continue that on, like, even though the pandemic, because of course now we can't get together.
Right.
So they had a scheduled, right? They had a schedule, like they had Hip Hop Henry was doing something on Monday, then there was something on Tuesday, then something on Wednesday, and then my homie hit me and was like, "Yo, are you cool with doing this segment for producers on Thursday at 7?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Yeah.
So it started there, but it once I started it, right, it was kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
people are really enjoying this, right? And and as time went on, those other days had they flaked off, right? They kind of stopped doing their thing, but I'm like, yo, nah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm still, like, I'm into this, and I'm seeing, like, people responding to it, and just having like a home, like having a home to like come to, just to play their beats. Like I said, we don't judge people's music. We just, you play it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like
we don't make you battle.
We don't make
against
you
each
battle,
other.
do anything. It's just you play it, and that was a part of like I said, 13-year-old Brandon. What I realized I wanted was I didn't want to have to, in order for people to hear my music, have to be going up against somebody for somebody to hear my music.
Yeah.
So we kept that mindset the same throughout, and it will remain that throughout. So let's say
Time goes by.
Time goes by. So I'm doing it maybe because we brought Kam on in 2024.
Okay.
So we brought Kam on in 2024. So let's say 4 years of doing the show. 4 years go by, building the platform. Kam.
Now pause.
Go ahead.
So I'm pulling up. Now, I've known NameBrand for over 20 years because I used to be a recording artist, and I was a rapper and a writer, and I still am.
Well, I hear some bars in
Yeah.
there. You might have to
Bars.
open your mic up.
She got him.
I'm coming. So I still do it. The last time I recorded something, it was in 2019, but I still.
No, you recorded something like this year, last year,
January.
something like that.
Anyway.
Keep going. Sorry.
But so I was familiar with NameBrand anyway because I used to shop beats from him.
So y'all go way back.
Yeah,
Way back.
And I think he was using Fruity Loops.
No,
then.
never.
No, thank you.
Never.
That was the other one.
Cubase. I was using Cubase then.
I know that. And anyway, so
Gotta correct you.
I would pull up, and I'm glad because that's a big. That's a big no.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No shade.
No shade to anybody that used Fruity Loops back then. I just didn't like the trinket sounds. But anyway, the trinkets and tingles. I was like, what? This is mad fruity. Anyway. Anyway. So I would pull up and watch the live. And I would pull up out and I would hear the sounds, the music, and I was like, oh, this is dope, like. And after a while, I was like, aw, he looks lonely up there. Aw, you need a co-host. So I hit him up like, you need a co-host.
Yeah,
I'll be the first to volunteer.
And well, it was, and she said you need a co-host, but I had already been thinking about bringing a co-host on, and I wanted the co-host to be a female.
No, see.
So I did not want it to be like two guys talking about it, because again, this is a male-dominated field. But at the end of the day, women are the ones who really vibe out to the music.
And we're the biggest consumers.
And they're the biggest consumers.
And supporters.
We gotta get a clap. We gotta get a clap.
Yes. They're the biggest
Shouts to the women.
consumers and supporters. And I wanted to I always talk about having the producers lounge be a safe space, right? And how can it be a safe space for a female producer if they don't see anybody up here to represent them? You know what I'm saying? To like kind of be able to speak to them, speak into them. I would try my hardest, my damnedest, because I love our community at large.
Yes.
So, and I want everybody to feel safe to come in and express themselves. But when you're in such a, like I said, such a male-dominated space, women might not feel comfortable coming into that.
And as you
arena,
can see, I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, you comfortable.
And she's a special type. So when she hit me up, I was like, okay, you wanna do it? That's fine with me, because see, my thing is like, otherwise I would have to go out there and find someone who wants to do it versus someone who wants to do it come to me.
Right.
I much rather, have that be the situation.
It was more like, oh, what a pity. He needs a cow house, and I'm going to be the first to volunteer.
Well, look, you were thinking the right way, because I was already thinking. I was like, I need that. So,
and it kind of worked out.
It worked out perfect.
It worked out.
Jinx. My kid would say jinx.
Knock on wood.
So,
but also, like, to even how I evolved. So I was Kam I Am. That was just my Instagram name, and I was just always different. So I joined that wave in 2014. I was like, what? When did Instagram start? 2011?
I don't know.
2012? I don't know. I was late, and I was like, what do I call this thing? Okay. I went from Boots 2014 to Empress KD 420.
You didn't even have to tell us that one.
I'm like, what the hell?
Boots 2014. I don't even.
No, shouts to J.
What does that even mean?
Okay, shouts to Boise in Virginia Beach. He used to work
shout out to Jared.
Jared, right? So Jared used to call me Boots.
Okay.
Because I love boots. And I would wear boots in the summertime, boots in the air. Throw the boots on the ground. My boots was always on the ground.
Don't sing that song, y'all.
I'm not. I don't even know it, but so it went from that. So I was like, this sounds stupid. And then a week later, it was Empress KD. That sounds stupid. And I was like, who am I? Kam I Am. And then, people were like, that sounds like Dr. Seuss. Yeah, I'm sure it does. But guess what? I don't care. So that was like my name. And for me, it just meant the goddess Kam, or Kam the goddess, Kam the god. I am means is God for me. So
Yahweh.
yes. Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So recently I went through rebranding, and I actually love it that it's now Lady Kams. So now I'm Lady Kams.
Lady Kam.
Lady
So
Kams.
she is
And it's
involved.
Kams with a Z, like, because I wear many
Kams.
hats. I do a lot of different things,
Plural. Lady
So,
Kam. That's dope.
yeah.
I just wanted to know y'all's story, because y'all have a good chemistry, and again, we just appreciate y'all on this platform.
Hey.
Matter
Thank
of fact,
you.
it was you talk about bringing a female on. It was a female that put me on to the producer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Shout out to JP, the producer.
Shout out to JP again. JP getting another shout out. That's her second shout out in a podcast episode. Shout out to JP, man.
JP, I can't wait to see you, lady. You better get down here, or I'm gonna come up there.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an epic link up.
Yeah. So like once Kam got back to the States, because
Because I would come when I came. We would do like the in-house.
Yeah, she would stop by the house and we would do an episode. But then once she got back to the States full time, it was like, all right, well, cool, shit. Now you got a partner in crime. Let's make the joint happen. So that's the story in the long and kind of short version.
We appreciate it.
Amen.
We appreciate
Thank you
y'all.
so
we appreciate
much.
that connect, and there's so many people that y'all are giving an opportunity to get their music heard.
Yeah.
Right. That otherwise they would not play it. Nobody would hear it. So
Now, we
we
do it
appreciate
for y'all, so don't
Yeah.
be shy. Come up here
and that's why
play it.
y'all thank us, but we thank y'all,
We
because
do.
again, there's no show without y'all.
Exactly.
We just try to make it a place where y'all feel comfortable to be able to come and share, because our art is we can be very sensitive about our art.
Yes,
you know
we
what I'm
can.
saying? You know
Yes,
what I
we
mean?
can.
So it's like being able to make it something to where people can feel safe to express themselves musically and in other ways. I just believe that has a place in our world, in our community. You know what I'm saying? It's needed. All the platforms are needed, by the way. You know, so from the Overlords to Crisis,
Producer Corner.
the Producer's Corner, Beat Critiques. All of those platforms are so necessary. I just think that what we do is
we the Sesame Street of
we the Sesame Street. That's what, and I mean that. That's really kind of like my model of the Producers Lounge. It's like everybody is familiar with Sesame Street. Everybody knows all the characters. Everybody goes there and they feel safe, because it's Sesame Street. Ain't nothing gonna happen crazy here. Sesame Street.
So it's like the foundation builders, like you know what I'm saying, like helping you to be comfortable and go out there and make your mistakes and listen to what you did and grow yourself and become better and better and better. So we're actually preparing you for bigger platforms or
to go to a
higher level platforms. Not saying that we're not a big platform or we're not high level. We are, but I'm just saying like more competitive, platforms.
No.
It's like I want y'all to I look at us as a feeder channel into these different. Just you can come here if you have a bad day on one of these platforms, and you like, all right, well, boom, I need to build myself back up real quick. Come on down here to so that's, and then once you feel like, all right, well, boom, I'm ready. Like I'm gonna go back out there and check, see what's going on out there. So again, it serves a place, and I hope that none of these other platforms take it the wrong way, because honestly, what we do.
It's different.
It's different, but it supports y'all. We're still supporting y'all. You know what I'm saying? So in a roundabout way. So I know that was a great segue. Well, actually not segue, but a little quick break to talk about us. But
thank you.
My bad.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So and we have let's say 2 more questions.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get to the beat set because I'm ready for the beat sets. So, who is your dream artist to produce for?
Well, he said that already. You didn't hear?
No.
It still be Rhapsody, I think.
You did.
It still be?
Yeah.
Okay,
It still be.
It still be Rhapsody. Dream artist.
I think he answered all these questions.
Yeah, no.
I'm ready for the beat
Actually,
set.
I thought that he said that in North Carolina that was somebody he wanted to work with. I didn't know.
Around.
Yeah, I would.
And then
okay, shout out to Rhapsody. She's definitely. I actually did a record with her way before.
I knew her from Cooley High.
From Cooley
when she was in Cooley High.
Word?
I knew her from Cooley High.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang. So Rhapsody would be a dope person to work for. And she's very humble, nice person. So, any upcoming projects that you're working on?
Upcoming projects. Actually working with an artist out of Detroit. His name is Dex.
Okay.
Dex the Nerd. He's actually in
I think he just followed us.
Yeah. So he's in that Christian rap space.
Okay.
Christian
Love
hip-hop
that.
space. And and that's where I did most of my production back in the day. Was just in that space. So we got some stuff coming up. We got a new single out now. I'll run it first tonight.
Okay.
You guys get a premiere.
Oh, let's get a premiere.
Yeah, you get the premiere. And then I think I'm gonna drop another beat tape.
Oh, let's go. Like that.
I said I wasn't gonna do any more, but
Come
man, you gotta
on.
keep them coming.
You gotta keep it going.
You gotta keep them coming. You gotta keep them coming.
I think we'll do
man.
another one this year, but I'm enjoying getting outside, to be honest.
Yes.
I'm enjoying it. Again, shout out to y'all, because when I got to come see season 5 and see it in person,
Yo, that was so live, right?
I was like, oh my gosh. And since then, once I got back home, started getting outside. So a ton of people think I'm from Virginia, but I'm not, because all of Virginia producers were coming down to Charlotte, following Jack the General down the road.
Shout out to Jack. The glorious bastard.
Jack. Shout out to Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. He invited me out to a set that a local guy in Charlotte was doing. Malik Cruz went and played his set.
Okay.
And got bit by the bug.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's different from DJing.
Yeah.
Because when you DJing, it's like the people are doing their own thing, so
Right.
to speak. And sometimes they're watching the DJ, but when you're doing a beat set, like they're literally watching.
They're watching.
Yeah, and I'm like,
they're tapped in.
This is a little too vulnerable.
Yeah. But see, I think that
we're gonna get you on the set. We're gonna get you on the show.
That's what I'm saying.
We would love to have you on.
Yeah,
we would
for
love
sure.
to attend.
Okay. No, actually, you're gonna be on the what do we call it?
The live, the season 6.
Yeah, like
season 6. Yeah,
the lineup. Yeah. We want you on the
wherever
lineup.
y'all need me to be.
Let's go. I like that.
Yes.
And the last question.
I thought you said 2.
I know 3. Shoot. Well, I already asked the one, so so lastly, one fun fact about yourself. It can be anything.
One fun fact.
Anything. Doesn't have to be music related.
Not music related. I like to cook.
Oh, nice.
What we cooking?
I like to cook.
Nice.
What was that?
Say it again.
Grill.
Nah, I'm more than grilling now.
All right.
He the grill master.
Now. Don't sell me short. Grill it, smoke it.
Yeah, there we go.
Whatever.
There we go.
Love to cook.
Yeah.
Love to cook. Absolutely.
What is it about
that's the fun
producers
fact. That's the
that
fun fact.
be loving to cook?
Because it's an art.
Yeah, it is.
putting your
The
hands in
cool
it.
part
It's
is
a
like,
seasoning.
because when I'm like, if I'm like smoking barbecue, making something, like, that's when I'm listening to like everybody else's like beat tapes and like soaking it all in.
Listen.
Man, it's something about
It's
beats and
something
barbecue.
about it, yo. Yeah. See, that's another thing that we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to, because we tried to do it last year.
But it rains.
The cookout.
But now we got to call it something else.
Yeah, because they got the
Yeah, so we can't call it. But it was called the cookout.
It was gonna be the cookout.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to revamp that and kind of make
back.
that happen. But
And there's already a Beats and Barbecue, just in case you don't know.
okay, good to know. Beats and barbecue.
That's cool, Kim of the UMC.
Okay.
Well-
So let me write this down because I don't want to step on no toes.
But
But
we're
yeah,
creative. We'll come up with something.
Y'all
Yeah,
come
so-
up with something.
But yeah, man.
When's your
like,
birthday?
April 13th.
Oh,
April 13th.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I was
that
actually
makes you-
born on Friday the 13th.
Oh,
So
that's
it is
so
not
cool.
an unlucky day or number.
It is. It's actually the luckiest number. Actually,
Absolutely.
Really? I
Don't
thought
believe what
seven.
they say. I was born on 420.
Okay.
Sorry. No, I always
Make
say
note
that.
of the date.
Yeah.
So look, I think we have gotten to that time, which is my favorite time.
And what is this beat? What is this instrument?
Of
NBC Live 3. I need to test some levels here.
okay, we'll test you out. But this is our favorite part of the show, favorite part of the podcast. When we get to have the producer of the hour pull up and do what they do best, and that's play those slappers. So we're gonna do a quick little sound check, and then we gonna hand the floor over to my dog, Stephen Life. Yeah, he's.
Stephen Life on the beat.
And I want to challenge you. All I've done is just said, look, you know what? I want to help you become an awesome tool in the hand of God to help other people who are walking through darkness. And yet for many of you, you're saying, you know what? Not for somebody else, but for me, because you're in the darkness.
Stephen Life on the beat. Cornerstone at the forefront.
Mama got a brand new bag. Well, Papa got some brand new shoes. While the corner boys out here singing the blues. This is God's country. Amen. And Mama keep crying, hearing sirens, praying for peace with no violence. Come on, cause this is God's country. God bless America, I'm praying for the home of the brave. One too many youngest catching strays, lost in their grave, trying to withstand the pain, going insane from the flesh. 16 with a bulletproof vest, they trying to finesse some of the best. Catch you running, they yelling hootie hoo when they hear you coming. Down the alleyway, the wrong path, to where the Lord stays, pray for him. Better hold on, get ready for the ride. Buckle up, we're going for a drive through God's country. Through God's country. You better hold on, get ready for the ride. Buckle up, we're going for a drive through God's country. Hey, through God's country. Hold on, get ready for the ride. Buckle up, we're going for a drive through God's country. Through God's country.
Steven Life on the beat.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Levels.
This is a whole mixtape.
A whole vibe. Straight up. Levels.
Beautiful life.
Steven Life on the beat. Cornerstone at the forefront.
I know this one.
Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me.
Nothing make a man feel better than the
Beautiful
woman.
life,
Queen with a
life,
crown that
life.
down for whatever. There are few things that's forever. My lady, we can make war with big babies. Back when I was nothing, it made a sister feel like she was something. That's why what you said is they boo, no front.
Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me.
Real to what it look like to me, baby. Never ever get my groove away.
Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me. Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me.
life on the beat. Cornerstone at the forefront.
Beautiful life, life, life.
Never knowing. Never knowing. Never knowing.
Levels.
First name Marlena, last name Evans. Underappreciated, but I'm still the most respected. My insecurity is the fear of being rejected. When you this raw, they listen winning a niggas pull the Drake before they rap about affection. There I go, hard to rap without a message. My biggest flex is I can stand on what I did. Never faked anything the cause of how I lived. I ain't no millionaire, I ain't no real niggas don't shoot, they talk with they fists. Lose some, win some, live another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It ain't worth doing the bid. Advice I give, how I'm underpaid when a like me is nice like this. Body right, my shit. I should wake up in Jacob, make what they make and drive a 4.6.
Never know we make it. Never know we make it.
Levels, y'all.
Never knowing.
Supreme Vibes only.
Never knowing.
Right here on the Producers Lounge. Supreme Vibes, y'all. Yeah.
Something on the mind.
Oh, I miss that love and feel.
Something to the feeling every time I'm with you. Is there something on the mind?
Couldn't say better than that.
Is there something on the mind? It sounds so slow.
Falling in love.
Let's go.
I guess it's me.
Say it again.
It sounds so slow.
I've been thinking about you and all of the things I want to do. I've been thinking about you and all of
Levels.
want to ask the folks right now, if all of y'all want me to keep playing, let me hear you say amen.
Amen.
Turn it up.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Turn it up. Ronnie, yeah, Mike. Turn it up.
Excuse me.
Ronnie, yeah, Mike.
I know you.
It's not so bad that you carry yourself. Oh, girl, I
Turn it up.
you're not my cause you're the kind of girl that a man's dreams are made of. Oh, girl, I
Turn it up.
you're not my cause you're the kind of girl that a man would be proud to call his own.
Turn it up.
You're not my
What you gonna play now?
Perfect.
That bass line is so crazy.
Yes.
Beautiful life.
Wow. Y'all hear this good soulful music?
Crazy.
This is a journey into sound.
Was that you really doing you when you got your rocks off? Got your rocks off. You was that you really doing you when you got your rocks off? Got your rocks off. You don't deserve me. 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 You was that you really doing you when you got your rocks off?
show.
You hear that?
This next is for the ladies in the room.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, D'Angelo Richmond. Ooh. You can't do the right place to play this.
Wow, this is inspiring me to like write.
Right?
Like seriously.
Heavy.
I would have definitely wrote to this back in my day. I would write to it now. This is dope.
What you gonna play now?
This was on Kim's picks, as a matter of fact. I know this track.
Beautiful life.
Don't they know? When you love me, call me and say you care. And what we have is much more than they could see. And what we I'm gonna be a producer now, guys. I want to do this. I want to do this.
That baseline,
Life.
that baseline. Disgusting. That baseline is so crazy.
Shout out to my guy Tone Jones on the bass.
Oh, shout him out, shout him out. Y'all need to get that Steven light. Y'all need that light in your life.
That's my time.
Yeah.
Yo.
My guy.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Y'all be coming up here showing
this sounds
off.
this sounds so
showing
much
off.
more beautiful in person.
Oh, man.
And this is why I appreciate, meeting with you guys in person and
Yes.
giving you that time and that set. Because one song, two songs on, during our live and weekly show, that's not enough. That's not enough.
It's not enough.
I didn't know you had all this heat.
A lot,
You
plenty
got a
of it.
lot of
Plenty
heat
of it.
in there. A lot of ammo.
I
He
almost-
came
I
loaded
felt-
up.
I felt borderline offended. I was like, yo, he don't send none of this stuff in.
Nah.
He
Right.
was like, yo. Hey,
Like, I heard like 3 songs.
I
He
heard,
sent-
there was some joints I heard, but it was some joints that I
He
was
sent
like,
3
hey,
songs in
yo,
here, but
let's slappers. All
I had
slappers.
to get back in the lab.
Oh my goodness! And that last joint, could you tell me who played the bass on that last one?
Man, the guy I've been knowing for we go back 17 years.
Wow.
His name's Tone Jones.
Tone Jones.
Shout out to you, Mr. Tone Jones.
Shout out to Tone Jones.
Absolutely.
Man.
And that's the beauty of having a community and collaboration.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You don't have to do it all by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can hear something that you just can't do.
Yeah.
And if you're fortunate enough to have someone who can bring out
Bring
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
That was amazing. I just want to shout out you and your evolution as an artist, because I hear it. I have heard, I can hear how you've sonically mastered and improved your
Facts.
sound.
Thank you.
And it sounds amazing. And shouts to the Empress
Yes.
that's standing beside you.
Yes.
Shouts to her.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah, and I know she gonna tell you the truth.
Yes.
This was awesome.
This was fantastic. I'm borderline exhausted. Like, this is perfect. I can go to bed right now. Like, this was great.
It was high energy.
It was high energy. I just felt it just like sonically, it just sounded good. Everything just sounded good. I love the way you use vocal samples throughout to tie everything together. And it made sense. It didn't seem like, because some people use vocal samples and it could be overpowering or it doesn't really make sense, but it just everything added to the vibe, and I'm like, it felt, it felt like North Carolina, man. Like, you know, North Carolina has a sound, a soul to it.
He from North Carolina.
Yeah. North Carolina got that sound. And you know what I mean? For real though. Like, you know, so I could hear that vibe through and through, like that energy. So I appreciate y'all for bringing that energy all the way up here to good old Virginia.
Thank you.
And we appreciate y'all for having us.
Absolutely.
From NC to VA.
Oh man, big love. We sisters. We brothers and sisters. Cousins. We cousin states. You know what I mean? Y'all right there.
Yeah, but
so listen. Oh well, were you about to say something?
No, I just want to say, like, you know, you guys, when they're gonna watch this on YouTube, let us know what you feel in the comments.
In the comments, run them up.
Y'all was feeling that, right?
Yeah,
I was feeling that.
So look, man, give everybody your socials one more again before we get out of here.
Yep, just on IG, Stephen Life, STEPHEN, Life Music.
Y'all need that life in your life, man. Come on. Y'all hit them up. Y'all heard the product. Y'all heard the work. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. So listen, y'all, I want to say thank y'all so much for tuning into this episode. If y'all check this out and listen to this whole episode, y'all, I hope y'all have clicked the subscribe and, you know, put a like and comment and all that good stuff. Share this out with your peoples. Let them know what the vibes are right here on the Producer's Lounge.
The Producer Lounge.
Until next time, y'all. Love is love.
Peace.
Peace. We out. Oh, man. That was fantastic.